social media program successful in reaching the goals you set to achieve? Evaluating social media performance is important for many reasons, such as it shows the impact of social media on a company's overall goals and objectives. It allows marketers to identify where their resources and efforts were efficiently allocated. It identifies shortcomings in strategies, content, and communication, and it aids in analyzing the budget for the campaign. Many businesses have trouble measuring the return on investment, or ROI, of a social media campaign. According to the Social Media Examiner, a social media ROI is a measure of the efficiency of a social media marketing campaign. Therefore, the general formula for calculating the social media ROI is very straightforward. That is, ROI equals return minus investment divided by investment. The formula has just two components, return and investment. Investment is anything being invested in your social media efforts, such as agencies, consultants, paid media, and technology development costs. Return can be measured in many different ways. Some companies measure social media marketing success by counting superficial numbers, such as likes and follows. Some like to go a step further and measure the actual profits the social media campaign generated for the business.
The success of any social media marketing campaign is going to be measured differently based on the goals of that business. Some people may measure it based on likes on a picture or the number of followers that you've grown, but we really like to look at it at the business level. So how has this business changed in any way because of the social media efforts? So we look back at leads, at sales, at the real business numbers, and relate that back to social media however possible. And that's only possible when we are able to have a true two-way dialogue with our clients where they give us access to that information. So they have to be willing to share those sales numbers, the leads, etc., so that we can tie that in with our social media measurement tools. Because we may look and see, okay, this one Facebook post contributed to X dollar in sales, if it's an e-commerce business that does sales online, or these 5 Instagram posts contributed to this many leads through your website. And we can track all of that, but only if they give us the proper data.
Generally speaking, there are 7 steps to measure your social media ROI. Step 1, we need to calculate the reach metrics. This means how many people have you impacted with your social media content. Measuring reach will give the marketers a clear idea of how attractive their social media messages are to their target audience. Examples of reach metrics to track include likes on a Facebook page, followers on Twitter, views on your YouTube channel, visits to your blog, connections on LinkedIn. Reach metrics can be tracked manually. However, a better way to keep track of these statistics is to utilize analytic tools provided by social media sites. For example, Page Insight on Facebook offers data specific to your brand page. Users can also export this information for further analysis. Finally, businesses can take advantage of third-party services, such as Cloud and Radian6, to track their reach metrics for them. The second step is to measure engagement. Engagement data answers the question, how many people interacted with your message? Engagement metrics are vital information because it tells whether your content is inspiring enough for your target audience to actually interact with it. If the engagement level is low, marketers should carefully analyze the content and take a critical look at how to improve it. Below are some examples of engagement metrics. Click-through rate, that is to say, the ratio of users who click on a particular link to the total number of users who can view a page, email, or advertisement. Retweets, mentions, and direct messages on Twitter. Shares on Facebook and LinkedIn. Comments on your Facebook posts. Subscribes on your YouTube videos. Comments on your blog posts. Similar to the methods used to monitor the reach metrics, marketers can measure engagement by keeping track of these statistics manually. Use tools provided by social media sites, or rely on a third-party service to track these metrics for them. Step 3, it is time to figure out your conversion rate. This answers the question, how many people took action because of your message? Conversion rate is critical because it tells how much your social media efforts impact on building the business. Examples of conversion metrics to track include online purchases, filling out contact forms, signing up for newsletters, registrations for content downloads, phone-in leads. There are a number of free resources you can use to effectively track conversion. Google Analytics is an outstanding tool to track your site activities such as sales, downloads, and signups. Again, you can use third-party services to track conversion rate for you. Step 4. Once the reach, engagement, and conversion metrics are tracked, it is time to assign the monetary value to each social media return. There are several methods to complete this step. You can use historical data to assign monetary value to each return. For example, if your average lifetime customer value is $400, you predict you can profit $400 from a customer during the entire future relationship with him or her. You also know approximately 1 in 50 people who view your Facebook page becomes a customer. As a result, the value of getting a visitor to view the Facebook page is $8. However, historical data is not always available. Sometimes you need to use your experience and common sense. For example, a trustworthy person promises you 75 filled out contact forms from your potential customers. How much are you willing to pay for a filled out form? Your answer will constitute a good alternative for setting a monetary value. The 5th step is to measure total benefits by platform. Using your analytics tool, you can collect incoming traffic by site. For example, you successfully attracted 3,000 new visitors to your Facebook page. We already know the value of getting a visitor is worth $8. Then the benefit is 3,000 times $8 equals $24,000. Step 6 is to calculate your investment. This can be divided into time, social media tools, and advertising costs. Time is calculated by multiplying labor cost per hour by the number of hours the team worked on the project. Social media tools fee is measured by adding up the costs of all the tools and services you use for social media, such as the cost of a picture in Instagram or a video on YouTube. Advertising cost refers to the amount you spend on social media advertising, such as boosting Facebook posts, promoting tweets, etc. Finally, the last step is to analyze results. As mentioned before, the formula of calculating social media ROI is return minus investment divided by investment. Say you spend $20,000 on your Facebook page, and the return is $24,000. Then the ROI is 20%. Once you determine what is working and what is not working for your social media campaign, it is time to adjust your strategies. Tracking social media ROI is not just to prove your campaign is valuable. More importantly, it provides an opportunity to improve your social media efforts in order to meet the business goals more efficiently.